husband spent months throwing tantrums. He once slammed a jar of salsa down so hard that it shattered. He flipped our coffee table over, and his mother just commented, "That's just how men are." I responded with tantrums that were even bigger. I married Nathan after dating for 2 years, and everything was wonderful until we moved in together. We had a nice duplex with a large kitchen and a patio where I grew tomatoes and chili peppers. Nathan worked from home doing consulting, and I worked at a veterinary clinic downtown. We split expenses and took turns making dinner. Everything seemed fine until about 3 months after the wedding when I saw Nathan's true colors. We went to the grocery store, and I grabbed the wrong salsa for the pasta. Nathan snatched the jar from me and slammed it back onto the shelf so hard that it cracked open. The employee just stared at us. Nathan simply muttered, "That salsa has too much sugar," and walked away like nothing happened. I bought it anyway because we needed it. When we got home, Nathan saw the jar and threw it straight into the trash. Then he made himself a sandwich and went into his office. From then on, the tantrums were daily. If I brought the wrong coffee, he poured the bottle down the sink while I watched. If I forgot to record a show for him, he unplugged the TV and carried it to the garage. If dinner wasn't ready when he wanted it, he took all the pots and pans out of the cabinet and stacked them on the counter. The worst day was when I arrived late because there was an emergency surgery at the clinic. Nathan threw all the pillows and blankets into the bathtub. He turned on the shower and told me, "If you can't arrive on time, you don't deserve to sleep comfortably." That night, I slept on the couch, and he took over the king-size mattress. My friend Lisa told me constantly to leave him, but I wanted to try to fix it on my own. Nathan had his routine. He would throw a tantrum, lock himself away, and then come out as calm as could be, asking what was for dinner or if we were watching a movie. If I complained, he said I was too sensitive and making drama over nothing. On one occasion, I tried to talk about it calmly, and he threw his coffee cup at the wall. Not at me, but close enough to make me jump with fright. And then he said, "You're exaggerating over a little noise." His mom came to visit and I tried to tell her. She saw how Nathan flipped the table because I forgot his protein bars and she just said, "That's just how men are." Seriously. Later she confessed that her husband broke plates when he was stressed and that it was my job to keep Nathan happy. That's when I understood that no one was going to solve this for me, so I started giving him a taste of his own medicine. When Nathan threw the remote at the wall because the game was lagging, I grabbed his gaming headset and threw it into the yard. He ran out and spent an hour looking for it in the dark. When he emptied my expensive shampoo into the sink because I took too long showering, I threw all his supplements and protein powder into the kitchen trash. He had to dig through coffee grounds and old food to recover them. When he threw all my makeup in the bathroom because I left a hair in the sink, I went to his office and swept everything off his desk onto the floor. His laptop survived, but coffee went all over his papers. Nathan looked more and more lost. He would throw his tantrum and expect me to clean up or apologize, but instead, I would throw a worse one. He threw one book, I threw 3. He slammed the cabinets, I slammed them harder. He started shouting that I was crazy and out of control. I yelled back that I was just expressing my emotions, exactly like him. The breaking point was when he was called for an important video conference. Nathan was in his office, and I was in the kitchen cooking. I dropped a frying pan, and he came out raging like a maniac because of the noise. So I took all the frying pans and started throwing them one by one. Nathan turned red from his neck to his forehead. You could see his boss, Winston, on his laptop screen, frozen and asking about the noise. Nathan closed the laptop so hard I thought he broke it. He walked toward me with clenched fists, and for a moment, I thought about backing away, apologizing, or trying to calm him down like before. But I kept gripping the cast iron skillet, and this time I didn't move. Nathan stopped about 3 feet from me. We stared at each other, and he was just huffing. I noticed a different glint in his eyes, like fear. As if he finally understood that I wasn't going to back down anymore. He opened his mouth to scream, but didn't say anything. Instead, he turned around and punched the hallway wall so hard he made a hole. The noise was tremendous. Then he stood there, shaking his hand and cursing before going straight to his office, slamming the door as if he wanted to bring the duplex down. I heard from the kitchen how he locked it. I left the skillet on the counter and felt my hands trembling. The other pans were still scattered on the floor like an obstacle course. I started picking them up while my heart pounded in my throat. Through the door, I could hear Nathan talking on the phone with a hysterical tone I had never heard before. I got closer and pressed my ear to the door. He was telling someone that I had lost my mind and that I ruined his call on purpose, that he didn't know what to do with me. I soon understood he was talking to his mom. Watch the full story by clicking on this video down here.